just as a person who knows the Constitution well, what is your position on this? Who should be called? Single largest party or a post-poll coalition that could form a more likely to form a stable majority? Which one should get priority?
Between the JDS and the Congress. It is like hatred.
Are we really arguing for that? It's okay. Because someone else having some people do it. What about sitting outside for a little while and saying we respect the mandate, Dr. Yogendra Yadav? 2 wrongs make a right. 3 wrongs make a super right. Is that what we are now debating, sir, in our democracy? Dr. Yadav?
Rahul, I hope I would be able to speak on your show. Yes, thank you. Number one, you did not notice the
a kind of flag that was received by the Election Commission. Election Commission has it is clarified that the Election Commission of India goes by the CIC order of 3rd June 2013 that national parties would be public for the purpose of RTI Act and in pursuance of all the information about the contribution.
Down the fire, but what is important is that there has been no injury, no casualty, because nobody luckily was in this particular coach that caught fire. Going on, now the election commission
for them to abstain and maybe therefore they would lose the election. But I find it hard to believe that the BJP has that much to offer them, because a lot of them will become ministers, a lot of them
security forces to and from polling booths for Panchayat elections, but cabs also scarce the only relief was the autos with ferry passengers at high fares. The English Department of the Presidency University is livid after several errors were found in admission test question papers handed out to candidates.
Technology inspired by you.
Which conduct these exams for these errors.
Appointment for the 60,000 to 1 lakh devotees who visit the temple every day.
In Tamil Nadu, if you look at the Kaveri issue, the BJP isn't in power now. So the Tamil parties cannot say that, the BJP is in power in Karnataka, they're not giving you water.
सत्ता में है और हमें नहीं दे रहे हैं पानी, तो वो ये कह सकते हैं कि हम तो विपक्ष में हैं, हम आपको पानी नहीं।
अपने विचारों को थाम के रखिए और व्यूअर्स आपको बता दें, हिस्ट्री लगता है इतिहास अपने आप को दोबारा से दोहरा रहा है। Bahang House, and this time around as well it is the same. Despite
Rajiv Rai, you buy that. Rajiv Rai, you buy that.
Mr. Pawan Verma, I'm in complete agreement with Mr. Pawan Verma.
By our experts at your price. Farming is a wisest for
beginning August 7th of this year, certain transactions involving the Central Bank of Iran will be outlawed as well, including those involving U.S. dollar-denominated banknotes. So that is certainly an update that companies doing business with and around Iran will be watching, but certainly a big development as Treasury works to put some meat on the bone around what exactly this withdrawal will look like and what it means for future sanctions going forward. Back to you.
All right, Kayla, thank you. And still to come, fear and loathing or Viva Las Vegas? We will take you to Sin City to find out how legalized sports betting might impact that town. The mayor of Vegas will join us to weigh in. More Squawk Out is coming up. Stay with us.
all sense.
Risk that's building in places like emerging markets, in developed markets like Italy, and
do you have a contagion risk?
Well, I think there's a contagion risk. Yeah, I mean, it only started. It just started. Remember, I mean, the Italians are talking about.
Just one more point. Did the Supreme Court miss an opportunity, sir? This is a question that I just asked. I will request your views on this, to lay down the law on hung assemblies in the Goa assembly case. Had the Supreme Court sort of laid down a framework?
In the past, and
So the first year of the operation is essentially over, and 2 of the
double guns and all that. So they've lost a lot of narrow battles.
But any particular area where they've lost those close margins, do you think? Is it possible to identify it, or?
The DCCI appealed to the state government to step in and provide relief to the business community. It expressed concern that if action is not taken immediately, traders in Dimapur may be forced to shut down shops.
Talking about the political situation in the region, in the European Union, discussing our bilateral economic relationship.
Working Committee and Implementation Committee and the National University of Advanced Legal Studies, and the 2018 results are expected to be declared on the 31st of May. Heat wave continues to prevail in the national capital.
The president and his aides on the timing of this. The president said that one of his aides, who said it was impossible that it could happen on June 12th, didn't exist. But right now, both the United States and North Korea.
Harry and Meghan are now officially husband and wife. They're heading to their second reception of the day. This one's going to be the real party as we start to wrap up our special coverage.
Yeah, I can't get over it.
Back here in New York, wishing everyone a peaceful Memorial Day as we remember our loved ones lost in service to the country. Dave Briggs joins me. Great to have you here.
Good to be here.
Okay, we do have some breaking news because there's been flash flooding. It has turned this Maryland town's main street into a raging river. Take a look at your screen right now. There are cars being swept up by this roaring, muddy water. This is Ellicott City.
I'm Christy Lucelle in Hong Kong, and this is CNN.
Darker. We've seen the water come up that high, so we are planning on some beach erosion along the panhandle as well as some coastal flooding with these waves battering the coastline time and time again throughout the rest of the day. This is a sloppy storm, and so the effects and the impacts are far-reaching throughout the panhandle all the way up through Alabama, Georgia. We could see flooding.
Need Hamas to encourage them to do any kind of protest. They need no excuse to protest. Using the excuse of Hamas being the one leading them to these protests is
now at Clifton House Hotel, and we are looking now at the Mark IV Phantom Rolls. What a splendid car that is! And inside that car is the bride-to-be. It's Ms. Meghan Markle and her mother, Doria Ragland. We saw them arrive at the hotel yesterday evening, both looking remarkably.
In this meeting is that they're not getting much support from those that they might see as their allies. The US's European partners that normally are.
Welcome back to Perspectives. We are discussing the issue of infectious diseases. Are we
close to $2.5 billion in overseas investments had gone? The position of OneMDB's president is also
basically trying to be even-handed and calling on all sides to be restrained and not just chiding Israel, but recognizing
Much to bear. It has everything. I loved it.
And earlier in the festival, I interviewed the filmmaker who actually told me that the characters were based on his own parents in the film. And here he is talking about his choice to do the film in black and white.
Qui entendent bien poursuivre leur mouvement. Pauline Franck.
But no one in Israel can completely escape into private life. Politics is everywhere.
Be a pond of sharks, and Mr. Conte is just a little fish.
Glad we get in Rome, thank you.
Hopefully not in vain.
We really hope Harry will wear the red uniform or we'll have a problem. We'll have to the royal family, but how should I put it? They're not exactly the best.
Fans can see the Israeli.
Israel. He represented the Obama administration and joins me now from Tel Aviv. It's nice of you to be with us. You had written and spoken favourably of the U.S.
I would say maybe inside. Of course.
but we will have to wait and see who that favours.
Well, Steve, how different is the country compared to...
It's going to be to join us today.
Necessary, as I have already said, for Iran
to deliver on its obligations. The information that we received from the IAEA over the past year, 8 days, has been very positive. And here, we together with Mr. Britain are common in this position. We want to keep this framework.
From our studios in Tokyo, this is NHK Newsline. I'm Ross Mihara. We begin in North Korea, where a group of foreign journalists are on their way to a remote site in the country. They have been invited to watch the dismantling of a nuclear test site. About 24 journalists from the U.S., Britain, China, Russia, and South Korea have a 12-hour train ride.
Left hand position and strong right hand grip by Sutherland. He didn't allow any lateral movement for Newton. He tries to go right, but he's brought back the other way, and he is crushed.